Do you ever find yourself thinking, how am I supposed to stay positive when everything around me is unraveling? When everything seems to be going wrong, you can bet that ego thinking will soon kick in and tell you how bad it all is. And when that happens, you can find yourself swimming in resistance. And then it can be a challenge to be a conscious creator. In this video, I'll show you how to fast track your independence from ego and resistance, so stay tuned.
Well, hi there and welcome. My name is Remy, like Do Re Mi. I'm a best-selling author and creator of the Get Unstuck Revolution. I help extraordinary women with big-ass dreams just like you who want to get unstuck from a life that doesn't work and get to where you know you need to be, into a life that's filled with passions and purpose. Now let's get started with today's episode.
Okay, let me jump off the screen here and change over to my laptop. Today we're talking about what to do when you want to stay positive, but everything around you just seems to be falling apart. And once again, you're at the risk of coming unhinged and becoming the effect of a force we call resistance, which is simply ego thinking. We want to be independent of this force and direct our positive energies toward a successful outcome. We know that positive vibration is supposed to bring us more positive experiences, but seriously, it's so difficult to hold a positive vibration when everything seems to be going wrong and resistance has its bony little hands around our neck. If you aren't getting the success you want in full abundance, however you identify with success, and if you're wanting to tap into a greater knowingness and align with higher frequencies so that you can attract the success you're craving, then this episode is for you. Maybe it's time to open up to your hidden power and create something unimaginable, something totally unreasonable, something that maybe even seems impossible, to kick your whole life and all your success into high gear for whatever success means for you. And today, I'm going to try and get you one step closer. As business owners, change makers, thought leaders, innovators, disruptors, or even if we haven't found the right fit in the world yet, whether we're talking about our relationships at home or at work, or when we're talking about our finances, sometimes we find that we're moving away from success. So how do we overcome this? How can we find the clarity and courage we need so that we can unlock our hidden power? Well, it's time to be unabashedly, unapologetically, happily untethered to the ego thinking that can sabotage our success. It's time for a little independence. It's time to tap into our soul connection instead so we can broadcast our hidden power from the hilltops and advance our soul's agenda. Today's episode is for you if you wonder what's hidden at our core that's making things go oh so wrong. Whether there's a part of us that knows the right path and how to gain access to that so we can gain our independence from things going wrong. And the easiest way to make a course correction, literally in seconds. Yes, these episodes are about how to find your hidden power when you want to transform challenges into successes. I like to call it the audacity of ego. Because when we're feeling stuck, it's never the situation that has us stuck. It's our energy that's become stuck in doubts, worries, frustrations, indecision. And often this is because of a spiritual injury that we've experienced, some kind of a hidden trauma that's interrupting our soul's work. So it isn't the pain of our situation, it's the pain of not being connected in the natural energy of who we really are, of being connected to that magical part of us that's a creative vibrational being who can use these positive energies to create what we want and bring it into physical manifestation. Part of this process is to allow our manifestations to materialize and not get stuck in the negative vibrations that block them. These positive energies that we talk about so much are where we find the magic of alchemy. And using our hidden power means using these positive energies to effect transformation. Because if you're like me, then you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks and transform challenges into success. So let's talk about this idea of transformation and the audacity of alchemy, because your choice of frequency can change the course of your journey. Your choice of frequency can change the course of your journey. When we're feeling that life is unraveling right before our eyes, when we feel like everything is going wrong, then that's the time to take a step back and just stop. Just take a step back and gain a little perspective. In changing our perspective on things, this immediately changes our vibration. So this is a good starting point. Resistance is a very low vibration, and to gain our independence from that, let's change our perspective. Because when we're wrapped up in why things aren't going better, we're offering a negative vibration, and that won't stop things from going wrong, quite the opposite. When we're looking at why things aren't going better, the universe will literally call in more experiences to be in alignment with that. The universe will bring us more things to not go better because we're unfortunately in a negative vibration. We're in the way of things just being better. And not just things, we're in the way of our own beingness, being better, if that makes sense. When things are going wrong, it's a beingness issue. It's because of where we are vibrationally at our core of our beingness. You've heard me say it before. It isn't the situation that has you stuck. It's your energy that's become stuck in the negative thinking and looking at why things aren't better. We're being negative vibrationally. We're calling in resistance. We're summoning it. And before we know it, we're losing our independence and our free will. We're becoming addicted to ego thinking. So what we want to do first and foremost is to let go of our thinking, let go of our negative energy and negative emotions. Just let go. We're letting go of the negative energy that hinders the efforts of our higher self who knows the path to get us where we want to be and is trying to guide us. When we allow resistance, when we allow this negative energy, we can't see the path. We can't hear the guidance. And so we're creating by default. Let me say this again. When we allow negative energy, we're creating by default. We aren't creating with purpose. We aren't on the right path ever when we allow negative energy. Now, if you're someone who likes to create with purpose, if you're someone who likes to be a conscious creator, then I just want to take a minute for this little reminder. If you already know that you're ready to dissolve life's obstacles that are on your path to success, if you already know that you're ready to do your soul's work and be a creator, then you might be ready for this amazing new tool to get you moving into some better patterns and frequencies where success can find its way to you. It's called the Alchemy Matrix, and it's going to help you create your destiny. It's an interactive roadmap designed to help you solve your problems, dissolve barriers, heal spiritual injuries, and bring in a lot of clarity so you can create a future that you'd like to see. Just a brief reminder that you can sign up to learn more about the Alchemy Matrix at successcircleworkshops.com, and I promise to tell you more about that in just a minute. But for right now, we're talking about disallowing resistance. We're talking about disallowing negative energy because we want to create with purpose. We want to create with purpose. For a lot of us, when we have a negative experience, then we have a negative reaction. We're allowing negative energy to move in, and this is how we lose control. We lose control of our vibration. And before we know it, everything is going wrong. Before we know it, life is unraveling. Now, we're at a point where everything is going wrong, and we take a step back so that we can get perspective. And the first thing we see is that there's a difference. There's a difference between what we don't want and what we do want. So that's the first perspective. The very instant that we say everything is going wrong, that's the very instant that we can make a course correction. We make a course correction by taking this negative experience and immediately identifying what we do want. This becomes a jumping off point to create what we want in life. We don't have to allow this negative experience to get a hold of us. We don't have to allow the doubts, confusion, or frustrations to move in. Remember, our choice of frequency can change the course of our journey. We have a beautiful opportunity here to look forward toward what we do want. All we have to do is identify it. So let's be efficient and just let go of the negative energy and put all of our focus on connecting with what we do want. That's how we gain independence from a challenge. It renews our sense of purpose. It brings about the resilience that we'll need to go in a different direction. It will help us appreciate what's happened. We can now realize that the negative experience helped us redirect our energy. It's brought about stability in a place that looked like it could be negative. So much of what's around us doesn't have to worry us at all. When we stand in a place of no worry, when we connect with what we do want, we're able to create in ways we never have before. We won't have to just accept things that happen to us. We can grab these negative experiences as a new starting point and create with purpose. We can look at what we don't want and see the exact opposite. we can immediately see what we do want and chart a new course for a better than expected outcome. So things may appear to be going wrong, but that's an illusion. The situation isn't asking to be solved. The situation is asking us to connect with who we really are, a creative vibrational being who can effect transformation, who can bring what we do want to fruition. It's the illusion bringing us the opportunity to put it all right, to move out of negative emotions for everything that's going wrong and into a positive vibration that will bring about positive change by connecting with a vibrational force that will help our desires manifest. This is what will unlock our hidden power. Understanding how vibration works is both a talent and an ability. It's a huge advantage to understand how vibration gets us where we want to be. It's a huge advantage to understand positive and negative energies. It's a huge advantage to understand that negative emotions are simply showing us misalignment. So we don't have to hang on to the negativity when everything seems to be going wrong. We don't have to be buried in resistance or ego thinking. We can just let it go. Because when things are going wrong, it's an opportunity to put them right by connecting with a force that will help our desires manifest, by connecting with our own positive energies, by having the audacity to transform this challenge into a success. We have a vibrational advantage over those who get stuck in negativity. With a little bit of perspective, we can see that we can accomplish things vibrationally. We see that we can accomplish things by tuning in to our positive energies. It gives us leverage. It helps us unlock our hidden power. It allows us to connect with a force that will help our desires manifest. So the good news is we no longer have to rely on physical world action to fix things. We fix things and make them better by offering a positive vibration, by aligning with our own natural positive energy, by aligning with what we do want in the face of everything going wrong. When we do this first, then we find the right actions. Our emotions are an indicator of whether we're aligned with our true power, with whether we're aligned with our most natural positive energies. Have you ever read the book called The Untethered Soul? I just love that word, untethered. It means we don't have a connection. When we're in negative emotion, we're untethered. We aren't connected to who we really are. We don't have any power. We don't have any connection. We don't have any leverage. We can't seem to find our way when we're filled with negative emotion. So it isn't that everything's going wrong. It's that we're filled with negative emotion about everything that's going wrong that's causing us to suffer. Make sense? All right then. So I have an exercise for you, and I'll let you grab a piece of paper. On this piece of paper, I'd like you to draw a line from left to right, and this represents a continuum. And on the left side of the continuum, write down a few words that come to mind as you think about a challenge you've had recently, something where everything was going wrong, where it seemed like everything was unraveling. Now, you might write down words like conflict, struggle, irritation, overwhelm, or maybe mistrust or indecision. It might even be anger. Just write down a few words on the left end of the continuum that describe the energy around the situation. And then at the other end, on the right side of the continuum, write down the opposite energy. If you have conflict on the left side, then what's the opposite of that? Write that down on the right side of the continuum. If you have struggle over there on the left end, what's the opposite of struggle? If you have overwhelm on the left end, what's the opposite of that? And as you go through this exercise, you might find that you have a chronic negative energy, something that just really is always with you, something that tends to stay with you whenever everything falls apart. And for me, frustration used to be that. That was my buzzword. And the opposite of that for me used to be the word certainty. But as I worked through this exercise for myself, I found that I liked the word understanding. It helped me align just a little bit better. And you may have the same experience as you play around and explore this exercise. Whatever it is for you, just ask yourself, if I were feeling this thing on the right side of the page, how would that feel? How would trust feel right now? How would understanding feel right now? What would that be like? If I were feeling harmony or compassion or appreciation right now, how would that feel to me? And then just breathe into that for a few minutes. Breathe into each word one at a time, and you'll feel your energy shift. Now, maybe as you look at this continuum, maybe you're just right there in the middle, maybe in an energy of being neutral, or maybe in an energy of allowing things to just be. No matter where you are on this continuum, left, right, or in the middle, as you breathe in to positive energy or energies, see if you don't feel more connected to who you really are. See if you don't feel more connected to your angels and guides and spirit and the universe and all these universal energies that are there for you. See if you're not more connected to the real you. You may have to breathe into your word a couple of times or more than one word. So I know that at times I have to, but here's the thing. It's not what happens in life that causes us to be upset or feel negative. It's that our expectations were unfulfilled. And when our expectations are unfulfilled, we feel a break. We suddenly feel untethered. We had an expectation of a particular outcome, and we thought that expectation had to be met in order for us to feel happy. The good news is, whether that expectation is met or not, we can still move over to the right side of the page and feel happy. The idea is to feel these positive emotions, to express who we really are through positive energies anytime we choose, no matter what. It's a choice. If we can shift our positive vibration first without a particular condition being met, then, according to universal laws, the manifestation must follow. If we can shift our positive vibration first, the manifestation must follow. So when everything is going wrong and it seems like we're creating by default because things are just happening to us, we want to grab onto those positive energies and create with purpose. We want to grab onto those positive energies so that we can be guided. We want to take the opportunity to course correct and make things go right by connecting with a force that will help our desires manifest. That force is energy, specifically positive energy. And that's your exercise for today as we create a flow of positive possibilities to fulfill your soul's work and the resolution that your soul is seeking, and that we can create that flow for your success. Yes, this is your invitation to step it up a notch and do something maybe unimaginable, something totally unreasonable, something that maybe even seems impossible. And remember, to the universe, nothing is impossible. All that's required from you is a shift in frequency, because your choice of frequency can change the course of your journey. And this includes your thoughts and beliefs around karmic situations and other challenges. Well, I hope this helps you as you're using the powers of alchemy to transform challenges and obstacles into positive new successes. But if you still can't get your head around what's got you stuck, you can tell me about it. You can leave a question right here. Or if you're someone who has the audacity, the willingness to take bold risks to transform challenges into success, you can find out more about our events at successcircleworkshops.com. This is where you can learn more about the audacity of alchemy and how to unlock your hidden power. And here's what you'll get. You'll get a personalized interactive roadmap that's custom designed just for you to get you unstuck by unlocking your hidden power to create big, magical changes. You know, alchemy. You'll learn to solve problems, dissolve barriers, and bring success to you. So don't wait. Go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package right now. And here's what you'll get. A full-color workbook filled with hands-on exercises to inspire your creative energies. You'll get membership in your very own success circle for high-level masterminding and networking. You'll get your very own customized alchemy matrix to unlock your hidden power and bring success to you, and your very own personal unstuckologist. Remember, the Alchemy Matrix is the only tool of its kind, and it's only available here. So if you're ready to approach your life's challenges with audacity, if you're ready to finally banish frustration, indecision, and the negative spiral, and ready to watch success materialize right before your eyes, then go to successcircleworkshops.com and get your personalized Alchemy Matrix package now and watch the magic start to happen. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm wishing you a life filled with all the alchemy you need to bring success to you. Feel free to share this video with anyone you know who's feeling stuck, and I look forward to seeing you in one of our upcoming success circles. You can find out more at successcircleworkshops.com.